Hello, gorgeous humans. My name is Alina Grayson. I'm coming to you live on my personal page for day one of the Build It and They Will Come Masterclass. When you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me well. We're going to share this into the group. And now I want to say something because where I'm coming from right now in Canada, there's a little bit of censorship and stuff happening. So if some of you are not being able to view this video, what we will be doing as soon as I'm done this beautiful, amazing transmission, this training, we will be converting it to YouTube. So there will be YouTube links going out. If you've subscribed to my email list, you will get that. If you are my high performance coaching community, you will also receive that. And okay, I am live. Hello, gorgeous people. Hello, Angela. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Monica. Hello, gorgeous. I haven't seen you in a while. So this is such a great time to do this masterclass. I know everybody's about to get super, super busy. It's a busy season. And so I thought, let's talk about getting set up for the new year so that we can go in with momentum, with confidence, with faith. And for those of you who are entrepreneurs, you are going to love day two, because in the meantime, while you're on the holidays, it's a great time to build out your social media and make it more magnetic. So if you see me looking back and forth, I am on Zoom just because I'm recording it, just in case something happens. We want to have that video, but I'm not seeing the comments on my computer. So I'm just going to look here. Who else we have live here? Hello, Jessica. Hello, Lenny. Hello, gorgeous. I miss you. Hello, Deanna. Hello, beautiful Rebecca. Hello, Jessica. Good morning. Hello, Yusla. Hello, gorgeous humans. I'm so happy you guys are here. Let me know if you can hear me well. So if you are new to my world, introduce yourself. Let me know this is like your first time catching me live. Let me know if this is your first masterclass with me. I'm so excited to get to know you. I'm a life and business mentor. And so this masterclass today is day one. And even though this is more geared towards entrepreneurs, this day one is open to anybody, men, women, anybody who is really looking to build unstoppable confidence, faith in themselves, self-belief, right? This is going to be a very inner game success kind of masterclass, right? So it's open to anybody who really wants to have that kind of unstoppable confidence, right? And how to manifest more. And if you're feeling stuck in your life, I want to give you this powerful transmission. We're going to talk about even about manifestation. We're going to talk about discipline. This is going to be so amazing. This is going to be a long transmission. This will be at least 2 hours. So if you have to hop off, it's okay. We are going to have replays for you guys. Hello, Angela. I'm so happy. Thank you guys for sharing. Hello, Evelyn. Hello, Destiny, Kristen, Helen. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, mom is watching too. My mom is always supporting me. She's like my number one. So this masterclass day one is open to anybody. And if you feel called to share, I would be so, so grateful. But day two will be specific to entrepreneurs. Anybody who is really curious about building an organic social media presence that brings in those effortless clients. We're going to talk about people and their personal power, right? Their ability to be just like, yes, this is my person, and they come in. So today is going to be important because nothing strategic works. So I'm going to give you guys some awesome strategy in day two, but in life, strategy does not work if the energetics are not right. If the inner game is not in alignment with the actions, it doesn't work. It's not about what you do in life. It's about who you are when you do it. And so we got to be strong on the inner. We got to be confident in ourselves. We got to believe in ourselves. And what you guys are going to learn today is, in order to be an energetic match for people who are powerful, who are just like, I'm committing to myself, I'm all in, they share, they buy, to pull in people that are really powerful, you got to be a person of power. And today's first part of this masterclass is really understanding what makes you a powerful person and what makes people trust you and want to walk with you. Hello. Oh, I love this. Okay, thank you guys. So I also want to say, by participating in this masterclass, so what I love to do is tuition draws. Someone is going to walk away with $1,555 tuition credit to use towards any of my bundles of programs, and 2 other people win $888. These are tuition credits you can use. They are lifelong, and you can use it towards anything. I have some amazing things coming. I will talk about some offers at the end. But if you share this video on my personal page, if you tag me on social media, if you take just the banner, right? The Build It and They Will Come banner, you tag me anywhere, you will be put in a draw. So one person will win 1,555 and 2 people win 888. And so let's jump in. If you're new to my world, I'm Alina, and I do not do business in a conventional way. Angela's, yes, yes, yes. I don't prescribe to the hustle culture. I don't prescribe to the false narratives in the world that the more you do and the more you hustle and the smart, you have to be really smart to receive. Like, I don't believe time equals money. I don't do mainstream stuff. And the way that I've constantly been growing my life with raising 4 kids and doing all the things that I do and being happy and fulfilled, and really every area of my life is amazing. Doesn't mean it doesn't have challenges, because I have a lot of duality in my life, but everything continues to grow because I don't believe that the more work you put in, the more you're going to get back. I don't believe you have to be really smart to be really successful. I do believe you have to be committed. I do believe you have to have emotional intelligence. I do believe that you have to have a lot of personal power and a lot of self-belief. And so today's day one is so much about how do we create that kind of self-belief that we believe anything's possible for us. Because this is so important to understand that in order to attract people that believe in themselves, to invest in themselves, to move, you have to first believe in yourself. When you don't believe in yourself that you can do something, when you don't have a lot of integrity, you do not believe in people. And people can feel that. People of power only trust people who believe in them. And you don't believe in people when you don't believe in yourself. So we got to start with the confidence. We got to start with the self-belief. So there's a part 1 to this masterclass today. And then we're going to move into some spiritual manifestation. I'm going to give you guys an amazing tool and how to get really aligned to create more abundance. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Sherry. You are magnetic. So are you. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Donna. Oh, so many beautiful faces. I'm so, so happy. If I don't catch your comments, I see you and I love you and you are amazing. And I'll catch you later. I really want to have this powerful conversation with you guys. Okay. So I'm not in conventional in the way that I believe. I believe more than anything in energetics. I believe that we co-create everything. I don't believe that we're here to discover life. We're here to create. We have been given the same universal God-like powers, like God, universe, source, whatever you connect to. And if we understand energetics, if we understand how to really tap into our personal power, we co-create. We don't have to hustle. I actually also fully understand, I'm very like science, psychology based background, that the world is governed by cause and effect. There are no coincidences. Everything that you create and attract is a result of cause and effect. It's a result of your thoughts, your beliefs, your choices, your actions, and your energy. And so we first got to understand that we are the creators of our life. And if you don't currently like what you've attracted and created in your life, stick around to this conversation, because your life changed when you really change the way that you think and the way that you believe. But you can transform through anything. Stuck is an illusion, and you can have it all, whatever it is that you desire to have. There's no way God, universe, source put us on this planet with a bunch of desires and dreams if we didn't have the gifts and the powers to create it. We all have the same powers. And I will talk about like the greatest manifestation teachers and Buddha, Dalai Lama, Jesus, like all these people were just showing us that we have the exact same power. What do masters say? Like the best masters and philosophers, you are no different than I. We can do exactly. We have been created in the image of God, the universe. We're all the same. But it comes down to here, and it comes down to us committing. So the more you're conscious in your life, the more you take radical responsibility that you create everything, the more your life will start to transform. And I'm going to give you some awesome tools, but let's really dive into like building our personal power. So what I can do, you can do, is what masters, Buddhas, Jesus, Dalai Lama has told us, right? I used to not really think that. I used to think that like, in order to be really wealthy or rich or successful, you had to have the best grades, you had to have been to the best schools, you definitely had to hustle a lot, and you got to sacrifice, because that's how we're brainwashed from not only our family, but in media, right? Like you cannot have it all. There's no way that it gets to be easy and you get to grow. I've had my coaching business for almost 5 years, which is so cool, because they say what people don't make it in 5 years, but this is why we're gonna have a conversation about consistency today, and being disciplined. But when I started my business, 2019, or the back end of 2018, I think it's 2019, I was a single mom on the back of a failed relationship with 2 little girls. One was still breastfeeding. I was in so much debt. I had the tiniest apartment, and I was just unemployed and had like the bare essentials, and I didn't have support. And I took massive risks because I had this desire. I'm like, no, I can do this. I can be a coach. I see other people do it. If she can do it, I can do it. Like I got a bank loan. I spent like the money furnishing the bare minimum, my like little apartment. And then I hired coaches and programs. I read the books. I got into spirituality, manifestation, self-development, and I hit 6 figures my second year. And I only started the first year working like in October. So it was like 3 months, right? And then the second year I hit 6 figures, and I didn't have a website, didn't have a team. I still was like, I don't even know what I'm doing here, but I'm doing this. I literally had a PayPal link and social media, the great tool that it is to connect with people. I went live, shared my message, gave the things that I learned that was transforming my life, and the things started to grow. And I've never cold messaged anybody. I've never even pushed anybody. Anybody who's asked for links, I'm not in your DMs. I don't chase people. I don't chase anything. I really believe the more power we have, the more we understand that we create everything, attract everything, then this whole I attract, I don't chase actually clicks. We don't have to chase anything. So I'm telling you this story because I know there's new people in my world. You don't have to have a website. No, you can just have a PayPal link. I still love to sell sometimes like that. I have an idea and I'm like, let's go. I've sold programs now without a graphic, just going live and or a post, and it's speaking my truth, and the energetics called in the people that were meant to be in my world with a PayPal link. Not even like the start date or any information. I'm just like, I'm creating this program. It's going to start around April. Let's go. And people are like, I'm in. And so I'm going to teach you why this is. And this is why part one, and your discipline and your consistency is what creates this. Hello, Betsy. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, Rita. And I didn't have a website till last year. I'm a web designer. Yeah. Right. Like I have Kajabi now, but I literally just use it for landing pages. So sometimes people don't like to also ask you for links, or they don't want a link. They want to have a page. So I've listened to the people, but really you can grow a multiple 6-figure business with a PayPal link, your energy, and just using the great social media tool that we have here that, gives us access to everybody around the world. So that we will talk about tomorrow, because people, you do not utilize social media in a great way. But I tell you this story twice because for two reasons. Because first of all, people now look at me and they're like, oh, it's easy for her. She has nice branding, professional pictures. She's got a lot of followers now, yada, yada, yada. But if you were to scroll, not down Facebook, but probably Instagram would be easier, you would see selfies, a girl just selling her first program, Magnetic Mind, and living in this small little apartment and having this faith and just doing it. And so I want to tell you that now, yeah, it looks nicer, but this is like 4.5 years, like we're almost 5 years. Like this is the growth, right? But I built this business from scratch on my own, and with debt, with 2 little girls that were relying on me. And I just became resourceful, and I really tapped my personal power, and I got that little loan, and I did the thing. And I just been consistently doing it. And I've consistently still, with pandemics and the wobbly everything in the world, all the circumstances, and you guys know, since 2019, it's been a wild ride on the interwebs. If you've been an entrepreneur for that long, let me know. You guys are amazing, because lots of stuff has happened, but a lot of people stopped and they got scared, and I didn't. And I kept showing up, and I kept posting, and I kept believing, and I kept working on my faith. And it's just been multiple 5-figure months, and it just keeps going and going, right? Through everything, through like all kinds of things that I get thrown my way with 4 kids. And this is the thing, I do only work 2 to 4 hours a day, weekends off. And I teach my clients to live this way too, because this is the reason I believe in the work that I do. We're not here to just work and pay for bills. We are here to, yes, use our purpose, our passion, to share it with the world, to be compensated for that because we're valuable. And it's not about hustling. It's about like creating that kind of wealth where we have time freedom and we get to free people. I will never stop doing this work, but I'm not going to hustle till I die, because we're here to live life and live fully. So this is why I'm so interested in helping other women and other people create that kind of freedom, right? And build that kind of business so that it gives them the time to live their life and be with their kids and do what they want to do. Been an entrepreneur since 2008. Oh my gosh, since 2008. Oh, Lindsay, Rita, oh my gosh. And the business is 2009. Like, isn't that wild and amazing? Right? So who here wants more time freedom? Who here wants more time freedom? Who here wants to create a life where you don't have to ask money for like permission and you get to do things? Who here wants a business where there's no more cold DMing or pushing people or sales calls, and just your energy? And the things I'm going to teach you in this masterclass, especially day 2, is what pulls in your aligned client, right? So this part, day 1, has 2 parts. We're going to first build us, okay? And tomorrow we're building the stage. So again, this is why this is open to anybody. It doesn't matter if you have a business or not. You're going to take a lot away from this masterclass. But because we are talking more in the realm of money, there's something that has to happen before the money comes, before the clients come that go, hell yes, sign me up, Rachel. Girl, I've been doing it for 14 hours, 6-hour daily grind for a long time. Oh my God, Rachel, no more, no more. That's not what we're here for. It gets to be easier, okay? It's just brainwashing. It's deep down beliefs that make us think the more we hustle, the more we have to do it. And you probably, Rachel, maybe watched your parents hustle a lot. So you think, oh, I have to do that. You've watched other people or they told you that's the only way to grow a business. It's not. It's not. I will tell you, it is not. Hello, Katie, gorgeous. So before the money, what's so important before the money comes, before the business gets off the ground, before the sales come, is that we got to start working on ourselves and our inner confidence, right? So even the sequence of sales specifically, like if we talk about sales, like there's before the money, right? There's everything you do, the marketing, the creation, right? Before the person's like, it's you. Then it's during the money, the transaction. And then there's after the money, right? So after the money is repeat clients. If you deliver exceptional work, you'll always have repeat clients, right? And that's the kind of work that I'm interested in, is business longevity, right? But let's talk about money. Just talk about money. What's money? Money is an energetic currency that is attached to someone's power, right? You're not, when you're manifesting money or calling in more sales, whatever, like you're not visualizing money come into your bank account from the sky. It's attached to somebody. When people give us money, when they give us discounts, when they give us promotions or bosses, when we have people coming in buying stuff, it's a person, right? It's relationships. So money is like a person, and they're exercising their power to buy something, right? So ultimately, we're not manifesting thinking about money. We're manifesting, attracting powerful people that are like, I want this and I'm in, right? So when you're manifesting money, it's people that you're manifesting, because money is just a currency attached to someone who has the power to do something with it, right? We're not manifesting it from the sky. We got to get clear on that. We're attracting people. And where do the people come from? Well, it depends on what you're doing, right? If you have a career, the person's going to be like your boss that's going to give you the raise, right? If you're an entrepreneur, where are the people coming from? We got to track them online. We got to track them through social media. Hey, right? And so the buyers, how do people just choose us without us pushing them, without us over explaining? Like I'm telling you, people have bought stuff from me where they didn't even know when things were starting. People were like, I just found you and your post resonated with me. I just found you. I don't even know what this program is, but it just pulled me. Like I can't tell you. And if you think about yourself, how many times have you bought something just through energetics? You're just like, hell yes, sign me up. I don't need too much information. But we have this belief as entrepreneurs and in the world, we got to chase people. We got to hustle. We got to convince them. We have to believe that they have to like binge our stuff for a long time. That's not really true. People can just decide, just like you're just find someone online and you're like, let's go, sign me up. This happens. How does this happen? It has to do with you, because everything responds to you. So the first part of this masterclass is let's build you. Let's build your personal power. Let's build your confidence. Let's build your faith, and let's build your value as a person, right? Because when you believe you're a valuable person and you're confident, then you believe in other people, and you're obviously the way you post, the way you show up when you believe in people and yourself is so different when you don't believe, right? So let's talk about building confidence in you. Let's talk about building confidence, right? And then we're gonna have a breakthrough about manifesting. So before the money comes, we have to believe that we're confident, that we are a match for it, that we have to believe that people are also like us, where they just choose to buy and they're ready to go and they go for it, right? Because again, it's not about who you are. Like it's not about, the strategy is about who you're being when you're doing the thing, right? So we got to start first getting results for ourselves. This is like so important, right? Like when you sell something and you don't have confidence in yourself, which is usually a result of breaking your word to yourself, the way you write is different versus when you're confident in yourself and you believe the value that you have, the way you write is so different. These energetics are so different, right? And the energetics of what we do, right, is really a result of like how we are with ourselves, right? So energetic alignment means like you believe it's going to work, you take aligned action, you feel it, right? You take the action, right? So let's have a badass conversation, because I will talk about the thoughts and the beliefs and all the things, but let's have a badass conversation. So in my coaching business, and I have two archetypes that I work with the most. It's the goddess, which is the feminine energy, right? And this is not about being female or masculine. It's just the doing energy, right? Sorry, the goddess is the being energy. And then we have the badass, which is our masculine energy, which is our like, let's go, let's take action, doing energy, right? Both have to be in alignment, right? You can't just sit around visualizing things but not taking action. And you can't just be taking action without also tapping into being and the receiving energy, without also believing what's possible. You need both, right? And think about this, like if you don't do the badass things, it's really hard for you to lean back and trust that people are just going to show up and money's going to come, right? The badass energy, and I call this like the badass mode, like the badass energy or masculine energy is what holds the feminine. The feminine can never lean back and receive and trust that magic and clients and money's coming unless the badass is strong and is doing what it's got to do, right? The badass energy holds the feminine, right? Our doing energy is also what creates our results. And ultimately, when we have results, that's what gives us confidence. And the number one way that we get confidence in our life is by doing what we said we were going to do. In our world, most of you keep your word to people, but you most of the time for yourself, you break your word to yourself. And every single time you break your word to yourself, you are literally killing your self-belief, your self-esteem, and your confidence in yourself. Real confidence also, when you feel that from a person, you ever had someone walk in or you see someone online, when you feel like that confidence, someone, you know what that is? It's that feeling that you know that confident person doesn't need your validation. And the reason we feel that from them is because they don't need our validation. And the person who's confident that never needs validation for anybody is because they know they're a freaking badass. They know they're a badass. They know they're the type of person that anything that I say, I do. I keep promises to myself. I trust myself because when I commit to things, I follow through on them. And so I'm confident in that. And so then I don't need anyone's validation. And that's what we feel from people. Confidence is what you feel from someone that doesn't need your validation because they're a freaking badass. They're the type of person that goes through the finish line. The people who are most confident are the most magnetic. They're the ones that don't need validation. And the people that are the most magnetic and the most confident are the people who are the most committed to themselves first. Because your relationship with yourself is mirrored in everything. When you put yourself last, everything puts you last. So even if you want to manifest a committed partner, like you got to be the energetic match to a committed partner. That means that you got to be a committed person. And if you know you're not a committed person, you have a hard time believing anybody else is a committed person. This is the same thing with entrepreneurship. When you know you don't follow through on stuff and you constantly don't finish things, and then you hate on yourself, like you don't believe someone's going to invest in themselves and do the thing because you know you're not doing it. So we don't even believe in people. And if you don't believe people that they're capable of doing it, how are you going to attract capable people that believe in themselves that would invest in you? See, we don't attract what we want in life. We attract who we are. Okay. Like your power is an energetic match for somebody else's power. And your power has a lot to do with how you keep promises to yourself. If you want to manifest more sales, so that's someone with the power to spend money, you have to be someone that's committed no matter what. See, if you can't commit to your own promises and you don't follow through and you don't finish things, like why would people trust to invest in you? Why would someone believe that like you're a safe investment? Like if you're constantly ping-ponging on your social media, you come and go, you're never like constantly have that staying power. Like why would someone trust to give you their money? They're gonna be afraid that you're gonna run away with it, right? Like this is it. We attract who we are, not what we do. When you break promises to yourself, though, this is the number one reason why we lack our own confidence, our own self-belief. This is why we don't even dream bigger. We don't even believe like I can spend money on myself and know I'm going to be like, it's going to work for me. We don't believe things are going to work for us. We always think we're a gamble. And it's because we know that we have so much evidence that we constantly break our word to ourselves, right? When you know you break your word to yourself and you have all this evidence of your past, you start things and you never complete things and you're constantly starting the same New Year's resolution, you're constantly breaking your word, you know you're a gamble. The people that don't invest in themselves, and I'm not talking about just like coaching, just in general, is because they know they're a gamble. They know they're not going to be able to finish through. So we got to work on our staying power and confidence so that we believe that we can do things and we know we can do them. And when we know we can do them, we believe it, that faith is what calls in everything. When you lack staying power, commitment, this is the number one reason why we don't believe in people. If you can't believe that you follow through on things, you can't believe that somebody else is as powerful that can follow through on things. And you can't attract people who believe in themselves to invest in themselves. If you don't believe in yourself, you're like, yeah, I'm not going to believe in you because I can't even do it. You see how that doesn't work? Your self-commitment is mirrored into what you attract and the kind of power that you attract. We attract our energetic match, who we are. Breaking our word to ourselves is why we attract people who also break words to us. And in the realm of business, this is where like you have people are like, oh, you're so inspiring, or I'm going to sign up, but they never do. It's because they know deep down, God, I've constantly broken my word to myself. Like, there's no way I'm going to do this. I can't make this investment. I'm a gamble. So we got to work on this because you're going to keep attracting people like that. Right? When you don't honor your agreements, when you sign up for things, you don't go through the finish line, like you will also be an energetic match for those type of people. Yes. Hello, Nazarene. Right? My badass needs a little bit more work. Yes. Well, thank God self-mastery badass mode is coming. Right? But we attract who we are. But this is the thing. You can change your identity at any moment. You really can completely transform your life. It's just about how committed are you. And the number one way that we start transforming our life is just keep promises to yourself. Your relationship with you is the most important relationship that you have. When you break word to yourself, you hate on yourself. And how is that going to help you attract abundance and all the things you want? Right? And then when people see you on social media and they know that you're not as committed and you know you're not as committed, there's a weird energy about you. There's something that feels off, like unsafe about you. I don't feel safe. And the same thing with relationships, right? Like all relationships, when you're not a committed person, it's a hard time for your partner to want to stay with you, to want to marry you. So when we don't have a strong badass energy, we struggle. We struggle with our own confidence, our own self-esteem, having faith, believing in possibility. We don't even want to dream bigger, right? We struggle with the staying power. And then we become an energetic match for people like us. People who also don't go all in, who also don't believe in themselves, who also won't commit fully, right? And this is so important to understand that to be an energetic match to people's power, like you have to be a powerful person. You got to be the kind of person that commits, that goes all in, that goes through the finish line, that keeps their word to themselves, that has that confidence. Especially like when we're talking about manifesting more, how are you going to believe more is possible for you when you don't even believe that you can get yourself to the gym, right? You can't even get yourself to go and post every single day. How are you going to believe in more? Right? So we got to work on our staying power, because also when you constantly unplug and you start things and you don't finish them, you never find out what you're capable of. You never find out how amazing and great you could be. You never even find out. A lot of us unplug because we're afraid of failure. They're just like, I might as well unplug here than get disappointed. And the thing is, like, when we unplug, we actually don't see, like, could have it worked? We don't know. And then when we're constantly unplugging, we never tap into any kind of results, right? Which never taps into the compound effect. If you keep unplugging, you keep opening the oven, the cake's not going to grow. You keep changing the energy. You got to be consistent, especially when things are hard. You will get tested. I can't believe I'm live here right now. Me too. Hello. Truth. This is where I need to focus. I hear the noise and I believe it. So I quit it on myself. Yes, it's because, especially for females, and a lot of you guys are watching it, and watching this, like our biggest wound is that disappointment wound. We're so afraid to get disappointed. It's the worst feeling ever. And it starts from being a child, being disappointed by the first time your parents, you found out they weren't perfect and they did something or said something mean to you. They also said Santa was going to bring you all the presents and he didn't. And dad said he was going to show up and he didn't. And disappointment is a very hard feminine wound. And this is why we unplug. We unplug quickly because we're like, I rather unplug than keep doing this and putting the energy in this and believing in it. And then everyone's going to make fun of me. And then I'm going to feel disappointed because I did go all in and it didn't work. But you unplugging, you never find out. You never find out. You don't even find out what you're capable of because you never go through the finish line. I feel like I'm really strong committed in some areas and weak about committing in other areas. So we're going to strengthen that. We're going to strengthen that. And this is why I want to build momentum with you guys before January 2024. So I have this cool homework and some challenges for you guys. You got to show up for it. You got to commit to it. Right. And so again, unplugging, we got to work on the disappointment. You are going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You got to go through the finish line. You got to see what you're capable of. And this is how you stay confident. Every time you do something that you said you're going to do, it builds your confidence. And then when you celebrate it, you're anchoring in. I am a badass. I commit things, and that confidence grows, and that confidence grows. And then we show up different. We write different. We're an energetic match for more people that are powerful. But when we unplug, because we're scared of failure, we're scared of being disappointed, or we have a struggle. We have struggle with discipline. We don't get results. We never tap into the compound effect. And then this is a big deal around manifesting because we never believe there's more possible for us when we can't even get the basic results, like getting ourselves to go to the gym. And then we settle, we get stuck in fear, we hold back, right? And again, when we come back to talking about wealth and money, like your ability to have staying power is so important, because here's a code. And you might have to re-listen to this again, but money doesn't lead, it follows. And what's money again? It's attached to a person. And so how do you get a person to move, to spend money, to invest, to follow, to join, to move with you, to do something with you? How do you get someone to move with you? You got to be a leader. Leaders move people. And when you move people to spend, to invest, to do the thing, you lead money. Money doesn't lead, it follows. Leaders who move people because they're moving themselves, because they're committed, they're no matter what, move money. This is why leaders in any business, even company, the managers, anybody that's leading people, when you have the ability to move people, you move money. You get paid the most. And if you're an entrepreneur, the more you have that influencing effect that you move people, you constantly move money. You got to be a leader. And so what does that mean? You got to be self-led, because if you're not moving and you're not going anywhere and you're not growing and you're not evolving and you're not getting results because you don't have that staying power, how can people follow you? If you're always quitting on yourself, and we quit too soon and you never have results, then you're never growing, evolving, shifting, and people can see that. And in entrepreneurship, the most successful in any kind of like industry are the people that have that influencer effect. And that influencer effect is that person who's constantly shifting. You see them, they're growing, they're evolving, the branding's changing, they're getting results, right? And think about this, if you have a product, like if you're selling a product, but people can tell like it has not made a difference in your life because you probably don't use it, or you don't believe in it, or you're not consistent with it, like why would someone be excited to buy from you? Right? When you join the MLM, like the people that buy from you the most at the beginning are people you know. But if they don't see that nothing has changed with you, you're not more confident, nothing's evolved about you, they don't even see that the product has made a difference in your own happiness, like why would people want to join? Why do people want to buy? If they see that MLM opportunity hasn't changed you at all because you don't use the products, or you don't post about the opportunity, or you don't share that it is helping you in whatever capacity, right? It could be your confidence, happiness, your financial situation. You're always ping-ponging your presence. Like, this is why people don't trust to invest. They first of all, if you're inconsistent, they're like, why am I going to send you money? You're going to probably just go away somewhere, or I'm watching you and nothing's changed. Why would I want to be excited about this? Right? So like, you go first, and then everything in the world responds to you. Leaders who move people, who move money, are people who are self-led. They're constantly growing, shifting. No matter what the economy is, no matter what's happening, they're self-led. Leaders move people, move money. Money does not lead, it follows. Thankfully, I'm so excited. Hello, Roxana. So true. Yes. The more I evolve, the more people want to buy from me or join my amibas. Yeah. Same with coaches. The ones that people want to commit to are the ones that constantly show up still, no matter what's going on in the world. And then they see that there's a shift happening, whether it's their finances, whether it's an upgrade in their branding, in their lifestyle, in their romance. Like, if there is no change in you, and it doesn't have to be a material thing. It can be just like, if they don't even see that you're happy, or you're not fit, or you're not something, there's nothing changing about you. It tells someone that you are not consistent. Because people who are constantly consistent getting our results and they're growing and they're evolving, you go first. And then the people respond to you. And the reason that leaders, people who have the ability to move people, are the richest people. Because when you move people, you move money. And power attracts power. And someone who has the power to use money will only invest in someone that they trust that is also powerful. I know you're not going anywhere. I see that you got the results that I want. I see it as making a change in your life. I feel your power. I feel your confidence. Sign me up. Whatever you're selling, sign me up. I want to walk with you. Leaders are badasses. They say something, they show up, no matter what's happening in the world, they keep showing up. This is why in 2019, when pandemic hit, a lot of people stopped selling. They got scared. They felt shameful about it, or they were worried about it, and they stopped. And the people that kept going, like myself, like it was just like they had the biggest years of their life. Like they had so much money come in. And because also, do you know what's so magnetizing about someone? The person that's always moving. Because most people in the world, when something's happening, they're scared. But when you're doing it and you're the brave one and you keep going, they're just like, I want to hire this person. I want to walk with them. I want to be in their zone, their energy, because they're constantly moving. And I'm over here scared, but they're doing it. So I want to get to know them and figure out how the heck do you keep moving through all this stuff, right? Leaders are badasses. And then people trust you because it's like, look at, she's led herself through everything. She's changing, she's shifting, she keeps going no matter what. I trust this person to guide me. I trust that they'll take me where I want to go. I trust them with my money. I trust them with my power. And so your results have a lot to do if you're an entrepreneur, with everything in your life and with your, like, think about it, also partners. The clients and people that have been in my world that have always asked me the questions, oh, like, my husband doesn't want me to invest in this business. They don't want me to invest in this coaching. Or my husband, like the partners that never really are like supporting of the spouse or the person that wants to do something. The only reason it's because they are literally, they don't feel like you're committed. They watch you. So like your husband doesn't want you to spend more on coaching when they've watched you not even like follow through on the last thing you signed up for. Right. And then when you're dating someone new and you're the kind of person that you're just like never committed to your word, you don't honor your stuff. You always, you don't show up for stuff. Like someone doesn't want to marry someone that's constantly flaky. Everyone wants commitment. That's what relationships are. That's what trust is. We want committed people. And if you are an entrepreneur, your transformation, your growth, evolution, you showing that, even if it's just your happiness, because that's what started with me. I wasn't making like all this money. I was in a small little apartment. How did I get 5 people to join my first program with a PayPal link and a selfie picture? Like, how did that happen? They were watching how I went from being very unhappy and depressed to being so happy, so grateful, so magnetic, constantly showing up. Like, your growth and your evolution, whatever way, inspires people to move with you. And so now my evidence creates my influence. Hello, Phyllis. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, Helena. My evidence creates my influence. Your evidence creates your influence. When you're the proof of concept, people want to move with you. I'm the proof of concept. I'm the proof of my coaching. Everything I manifest in the last 4.5 years, like, it's proof that my coaching works, because not one person can ever come on a live or message me or show me anything that I have chased somebody for anything. I have people that are just like, send me the link, let's go. People that jump in with one post. And then some people that get binge on my stuff and they're ready to come because, yeah, not everybody's ready, right? They watch me though. And the more that they watch me keep showing up, the more the compound effect is kicking in, because they're just like, look at it, she's not gone anywhere in 4.5 years. I trust her. And I'm watching her. Like, literally, you can scroll down 4 years, you will see my evolution. You will see the evolution in the way I speak, in my confidence, in my energy. Yes, in my lifestyle, my relationships, everything is shifting. And I show it in real time. I even show like the growth in my Stripe account. Everything is real. I am proof of my concept. And my evidence has created my influence. And so people are like, I trust this woman. I'm ready. Let's go. I went from debt to multiple 5-figure months, like consistently. I went from a tiny apartment to $1 million home. I went from being single, heartbroken, to marrying the man of my dreams. I have the most incredible relationship with Adam. Like, it's so solid, raising 4 kids. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't chase anything. I attracted everything. And I attracted all this stuff because it started with the simple thing like this. I am going to commit no matter what to everything I promise. Every time I said I was going live, I did, through COVID, through being sick. Every time I was heartbroken, I still showed up. My commitment got me here. And that confidence, not only did it show people that I'm not going anywhere, but for me, like every time I honored my word and I said what I was going to do and I led myself through hard things, like I feel so confident. I believe I can do anything now. Like I believe in huge dreams, and then I can tap into more potentiality in the world. This is what it starts with. It starts with you and committing to yourself. And when you, again, this is this important part, power attracts power. If you want to attract powerful people who believe in themselves, who are ready to do the work, they have to feel from you that you believe in them. And that's how you manifest things anyways. If you don't believe that people also like invest and grow businesses and do all the thing, then you can't attract them. And that's like the reason I believe people can do this work is because I did it and I know it works and I believe in you, but I'm not going to chase you, because trust me, if I chased you and try to push you into a coaching container, it's not going to work for you, because I had to chase you to buy. That means that I'm also going to have to push you to do the homework, to show up for the lives. And that's too much work. And I'm not into mothering. I'm into walking with leaders, people who are like, I'm ready. Let's go. I want to walk with you, Alina. And then they do the work and they actually do the work and then they transform their own life. That's not me. I facilitate, but you got to do it. So my evolution started with, we're going to talk about rewiring a little bit of our thoughts soon, but it started with just like, I need to build the confidence in myself. And confidence, the number one way to build any confidence at any moment is just pick something and follow through on it till the finish line. Every time you do the thing you said you were going to do, your confidence goes up. And this is the best part about this. Every time you do that and you celebrate, you're in that frequency of gratitude, celebrating, like, I'm changing, you're literally rewiring your mind. This is why celebration is so important. It actually rewires and resculpts your brain. I'm a badass. I'm incredible. I do what I said I was going to do. I believe in possibility. I believe in other people. And so things happen and people show up. No person of power is ever going to invest in you if they don't believe that you believe in them. And you cannot believe in somebody else's power if you don't believe in your own power. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Diane. That would be me. Let's go. Yes, Diane was like, I'm coming in to one-on-one. I met you once in a live or something like that. There's so many people like that here. And then other people take more time. And so that this is not about me teaching you like, oh, you're going to get those people, but like that, magic miracles happen, magic money happens. But ultimately, a lot of people now that keep joining my stuff and I don't have to push anything or hustle hard during launches, is like, I do my best here and I trust the people that are meant to be in my world will. And people who've been watching me for years, I know eventually they'll be like, I'm ready and let's go. And some people are like new and they're going to binge on me for a while. And that's great, because I'm always going to do my best and I'm going to always show up. Right. But ultimately, this is what you got to start with. Just start honoring your word to yourself. Become self-mastered, become a badass. Create confidence in yourself, create faith in yourself that's so unwavering, because that's when you believe in you, and then you believe, and then you get results and you're like, oh my God, just by doing these simple things, I believe in people. And when I believe in people, I'm an energetic match for powerful people who believe in themselves. And then they come, because I believe that any moment people can jump in right now into my highest offer. People jump in all the time. I believe that they're like everywhere. That kind of belief then calls in that manifestation, but you can't believe in that if you don't believe in yourself. You've got to work on your confidence. You got to be the evidence for your influence. I'm the proof of my concept. And so you got to be the proof of your concept, whatever that is. And if you want to attract committed relationships, period, you have to be a committed person. Everything's a mirror to you. Everything. And your growth and your evolution inspires people to move with you, raises the bar in your life. Right? So the most successful online business is going to tailor this again to entrepreneurs, is like they have that influencer effect on people. Right? So if you have products that you sell, like they have had to change you got to show like that you're changing, you're shifting. If you're a coach, a service provider, right? Like you got to be leading yourself. You got to have some kind of change. And this is going to happen from you being mastered. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, gorgeous. Yes, Diane says, and it's transformed my life in such a good space now, but still growing. Oh, I'm so happy. And she's still in my stuff. If you're wondering why people aren't moving with you, and you're wondering why people are not buying from you, and you're wondering why people are not committing to you, marrying you, all the things, is because you're not committed to you. And you're not moving, you're not growing, you're not changing. Like even in your branding, think about this. Your brand is a reflection of you. If nothing in your branding has changed in over a year, like that means that you're not growing and evolving, because even brands change. Look at every single brand in the world, constantly evolving something. Same cereal, different box, but the brand is evolving. So I have an amazing program that's going to be starting in January for anybody who has some issues with being self-led. This is badass mode. This is going to be a new edition of this, because normally we really just focus deep on discipline and really action taking so that you're a disciplined person about results. But we're going to really touch a lot on our emotions, our emotional intelligence, and a lot about the way we think about things, because it all has to be in alignment. This program is about becoming a no matter what person. It's about having staying power. It's about actually getting results and growing and evolving for the rest of your life and feeling confident. And this is the program you get to do with me in January. If this is something you struggle, and you're going to see, I have this new offer. It's called the Business Builder Collective. And if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to get all my business programs, all my sales programs, marketing programs, including self-mastery, because really at the end of the day, there is no strategy that is ever going to work until you are someone that's committed to yourself, until you are someone that's mastered and you show up and you are no matter what, and you have unstoppable confidence, because nothing will work when you're not confident in yourself. And how are you ever going to get results that are going to show people that what I sell works? Look, I'm changed by it. Hello, Faith. Hello, gorgeous. Right? So the part of this training, part one, is we got to build our discipline. We got to build our integrity. We got to be no matter what. This will change your point of attraction in the universe. More people will trust you. More people will show up. Like in the universe is not going to question you. There's like, every time she says she's going to do something, I trust her. So I'm going to send you people. I'm going to send you the sales. Because really, like, why is God, the universe, going to send you people if you're just like not going to show up and do what you got to do? How is that going to help them? You know? So having a life transformation, a business transformation, it takes discipline. And discipline to me is it's like a form of self-love. You're doing things for yourself. You're growing your confidence. And manifestation is a discipline, because manifestation is when you change your life, and you can't change your life unless you're disciplined by rewiring the way you think and the way that you feel and things that you do. Like manifestation is a discipline. It's the art of being self-mastered in your thinking, in your emotions, in taking action. And it really does start with honoring your word, because it's going to take a while for you to rewire this. But if you start honoring your word, and then every single time you celebrate it, you are literally anchoring in, I'm a badass, I'm freaking confident, look what I did, and you're sculpting your brain. This is the most important thing, because it's going to be harder for you to start rewiring your thoughts. But if you can start building that confidence just with taking action, just by being consistent. And then again, keep remembering this whole money code is power attracts power. If you want people to move with you, to invest in you, to trust you, to join you, you got to be moving in your life. You got to be committed. You got to be confident. You got to believe in yourself. You got to get the results, so then you can believe in people. And when you believe in people and people believe in you, powerful people only invest in people that they know believe in them. And you cannot believe in people, and you cannot believe people are coming if you don't believe in yourself. Because it's like, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's like, if I can't do this, why would I believe you can do this? And so that's why it doesn't work. And so the only people you attract are people that are like you. I can't also do it. So I have a challenge for you guys to start to build momentum. And I'm someone who will tell you, I don't believe like you just do self-development or one program 1 week and you're changed. I believe growth and evolution, constant, like changing your life is like every day you put some sort of self-development in your day. Like even if it's 30 minutes a day to think about what you're thinking about, to contemplate, to learn something. Like for me, every day is a valuable day, and I'm a valuable person because every day I learn something new. So I have a challenge for you guys, and you can start building confidence and discipline now, because you very well know once January starts too, you're gonna be like, oh, I partied too much. Oh, it's January 1st. I gotta like do it. Doesn't feel good. This is why self-mastery is not gonna start for another week. We're gonna enjoy the holidays, but we're gonna start building momentum. So I want you guys to pick one badass goal and one goddess mass feminine energy goal to crush by December 31st. Challenges are one of the greatest way that we start to become disciplined and start building confidence in ourselves. Just a challenge. Because when you tell your brain, I'm never going to eat sugar again, chocolate again for the rest of my life, your brain's like, that's a bunch of bullshit. And then you have this sabotaging Last Supper effect that happens forever and you never do it. But if you tell your brain, I'm going to not eat sugar till December 31st, then your brain's like, okay, I can do that challenge. And the thing is, the longer you're in that challenge, the more you actually start shifting who you are. I want you to pick one badass goal, one masculine energy thing to do before December 31st, before January starts. And so this can be like, I'm going to clean out my house. I'm going to reorganize my office. I'm going to create one more offer. I'm going to do one more live. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to go live for the very first time. I'm going to organize my closet. Just one thing that you're going to promise yourself you're going to do today, and you're going to do it. Maybe it's go to the gym every day till the 31st. And then your goddess energy, your feminine energy goal is like, I want you to do something for yourself, because this is not about just hustle. We have to have that balance of feminine, masculine energy. We got to enjoy our life, because then it's like we're just chasing things. We got to be in our life. This is why when you have a strong badass, you do what you got to do in the best energy. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lean back for the rest of it. Enjoy my life. It's not about hustling. Let's make posts. Let's push. Let's push. Let's push. No, I'm showing up on this live today. I'm doing the best that I got. I'm bringing it all. And I trust the people that are meant to be in my world are going to. And I'm going to lean back after this masterclass and trust. I'm not going to start writing a million posts to chase people to buy something. That's not what this is about. And you could live your life this way. You do the things you got to do in the best possible energy, and you celebrate yourself. Everything starts shifting in your life. So one thing by December 31st, one masculine energy thing. Maybe you want to build a scrapbook. Maybe you want to like literally write your first post, an offer. You want to go live, whatever. My office space, my love. Okay, amazing. Hello, Justina. So good to be here. I'm so happy you're here too. One thing, and you're going to do it by December 31st. And I want you to celebrate with me. I want you to celebrate in the group, the high performance coaching community. So launch a podcast, maybe launch your business, go live for the last time, sell one more thing, do one more thing, okay? And then even paint your house. I don't care what it is, okay? And then the other thing is, what's a feminine energy thing you can do? What's one thing that you can do that's like for you, right? Go to the spa, cut your hair different, get your hair done, right? Maybe go on a date night, maybe take yourself out for a date night, something for yourself. Right? So the badass energy, so all of them I want you to put in your calendar. Calendars are great. We should all do that system. That once it goes into your calendar, the day that it shows up, it's 3, 2, 1, and you go and do it. And you do it. And then you celebrate. Again, every time you literally celebrate, you create energy in your body, and you're sculpting your brain, you're sculpting your identity. I am a badass. I finish things. I accomplish things. It's going to build your confidence. It's going to build your self-esteem. You will no longer start feeling like you're a gamble. You just know when I sign up for something, I invest something, I do it because I'm a badass. And in that belief, in that faith, that's why things work. And this is how we build our self-esteem. There is no greater way to build your confidence and self-esteem than just honor your word. One challenge. And then this is how then we become matched for powerful people in so many different contexts. In the context of sales is, again, you believing people are coming, you believing in their power, them believing that you believe in them makes you guys a match. And again, it's a reflection of you. Hello, Donna. Positive thoughts on a daily. Yes. Melissa, hello. Organize and honor my calendar is my badass challenge. Yes, Katie, I love it. And then what's a goddess energy thing that you can do? Something for yourself, something you want to experience. Spa day, get your nails done, go a date night, something for you, go shopping, do your hair different, just something for you. You will feel so good. You will feel so good. And it can't just be all about masculine energy stuff. It has to be the things where you live your life and be you, right? Commit to yourself. And then remember, like, people can't commit to you unless you commit yourself. And this whole world is built on relationships. Okay. Everything you receive comes from a person. The key to more money, to power, and to your own fulfillment and happiness is like constant evolution. It's so wild to me that people actually think that this is why a lot of people eventually, when they think that it's the money or the accolade that's going to make them happy, what really makes them happy is the fact that they've changed. Like fulfillment and happiness for humans comes from just our evolution. Oh my God, I'm so powerful. I create everything I want. I change my life. Growth and evolution. And that comes from honoring your word. And how are you ever going to get through, like, how are you ever going to know what you're capable of until you go through the finish line on things? How will you ever know how freaking great you are and what you could be a match for in the universe, right? Because the more we evolve and the more we grow, like, oh my God, the things that we can be a match for in the world, like we have no idea. It could be huge, big things, but we'll never figure out what our potential is and what we could be a match for until we constantly grow and evolve. We constantly challenge ourselves. So it's not always about just being consistent. It's about like, what's something that you can challenge yourself with that constantly pushes you a little bit? Because at the end of your life, you will not wish that you did less. You will regret that you didn't have the courage to do more, to be more, to go find out what you're capable of. The regret of 95% of dying people on their bed is like, I wish I had the courage to go after it. I wish I had the courage to go through the finish line. I wish I had the courage to go do the thing. I wish I had the follow through, the discipline to go see what I was actually capable of. That little old lady at the end of your life, she is going to be very mad at you when she knows, oh, you were so young then and you had all this time. Why didn't you do it? You will not wish that you did less. You will wish that you will just regret that you wish you did more. Optimism is the key to success. Yes, Anita, absolutely. Launch a new offer, open a first date, showing up. Yes, I love that, Melissa. It's crazy. A gym has contacted me and they think $10 class is amazing instructor. Oh, I love that. How they set the value. I can always find a ton of feminine goddess things to do. My problem is doing the goddess and not guilting. Yes. So this is why I always say do the badass things first, eat the frog first, because then you can relax in feminine energy. Just think about this. I'm one of those people, like I cannot relax and feminine and believe magic and miracles and everything's coming to me until I did the thing I got to do. I can't even relax. And Adam will tell you, like, I can't put my feet up until I do the things I got to do. And it's not also about just do the things. It's also about like, do the things in your best energy that you got today. This is what is the compound effect, right? So when we talk about like a cake growing in an oven, it's not that like, it's just being consistent that it's on. It's just like, don't unplug. You can't keep opening the oven or it's not going to grow the same. Your compound effect in your business, in your life, in your results, it takes effect a lot faster when you're compounding the energy of like, I'm doing my best every single day. Don't do things half-assed. There's no point in that. Half-ass opening the oven is like half-ass things. When you do something in a half-ass energy and in the energy of like, I don't even believe this is going to work. This is you an equivalent to opening the oven all the time. And then you're wondering why your cake's not growing. There's something wrong with it. The heat keeps coming out. You keep like the heat has to stay the same. That has to keep growing. Okay. So like, here's the other thing. List my Airbnb. Okay, amazing, Narzim. Book that massage. Yes, I have a massage on the 28th. That's something I booked yesterday too. I'm like, yes. Right? So just one challenge, one goddess thing, and stop playing small and stop sabotaging yourself. Your relationship with you is the most important thing in the world. Everything reflects and responds to you. Everything. And if you want to feel like you're a confident, valuable person, that's going to come from that knowing that every time you say something, you do it. You know you're valuable, you know you're capable, and then you believe in people's power. And that's why you magnetize people who want to move with you. I don't chase people. I don't cold message people. I go first. I do what I got to do. I honor my word. I do it in the best energy that I can do it in. And my confidence grows and I believe in people's power because if I can do it, they can do it. And then they feel for me that I know they can do it. And so they're like, because you believe in me and I see you and I believe your confidence, I want to walk with you. I'm a match for powerful people and money all the time. You're a match for powerful people and money all the time when you just commit to yourself. Like, I believe I attract powerful people because I believe in people's power and they believe that. No powerful person ever invests in someone that doesn't believe in them. And that just does not happen. You got to stop sabotaging yourself. Because here's the thing. We do this wild thing where we sabotage ourselves a lot because consistency can be boring sometimes. And we like a little high. We like to get a little excited. We like something happening. So most people in the world, right, they're doing the consistent thing. They're going to the gym or whatever. And then the maintenance thing gets boring. So they're like, let me break something and mess something up. So I get all like, like impending doom. And then I get all high in that, something to work on. And then I go and fix it again. People do this in relationships all the time. They're excited. They start the relationship. They're amazing. Then it kind of dwindles the passion. And now it's like, well, I need that high. I need some sort of excitement in my life. So let me break the relationship and sabotage it. So then I have to work really hard to fix it and then get back. And it's just like a loop that we constantly do. Maintenance, it gets boring a little bit. So this is why it's important that like when you start maintaining and plateauing, even when you're being consistent, push yourself to see what else am I capable of. This is why growth is so important. This is why humans love evolution. So as soon as you start getting bored with something, it's being too consistent, even in your business, you will notice you'll sabotage because it's getting kind of boring. You're doing the same thing. So that means that you're not growing and you got to push yourself. This is where challenges are amazing. This is why also people who put money where their mouth is and they make a big investment, they show up for it. They're like, ooh, I'm stretching myself. This is exciting. And then they do the damn thing. And then it's not boring. Hello, Tatiana. Hello, gorgeous. Right? Do what you said you were going to do. Then you will believe in people. And then they will feel that you believe in them. And then when I want to move with you. And then when I want to do the thing, build your confidence, build your self-belief. And then guess what? This is what happens too. When you have confidence, and you believe in people, and you believe that any moment people can come, you write different, you speak different. And this is why strategy doesn't matter until this lands, this whole confidence, and I believe in myself, and I believe in people, and I believe anybody can do this. Until that comes out of your mouth, the strategy doesn't matter, because every time you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe people are coming, you don't believe in their power, you write posts differently, you speak differently to people, and then the energy's off. That's why you see two people doing the same strategy, literally word for word, and it's working for one person, it's not working for the other one. Why? It's not about what you do, it's about who you're being when you're doing it. The way that I write and the way that I speak to people, the reason that people feel that power and then they feel that I believe in them is because I believe in myself. And I know that if I can do it, you can do it. And so the way that I write, the way that I post, the way that I show up is different. How would you write and post and sell if you knew that at any moment people could invest in you, if you knew people were powerful, if you knew people could do it just like you could do it? When you truly believe that, you act, speak, walk, treat your business a lot differently. Hello, Chelsea. Right? How do you write your posts when you believe in people? How do you go live? How do you sell? How do you show up? It's who you're being, guys. It's the strategy will not matter. Like tomorrow will not matter until you're confident in yourself and then you're confident in people, because you can't be attracted and magnetized powerful people until you believe them and then they know that you believe in them. So high energy for sure, Anita. Yeah, right? You're excited. You show up. You write differently. If you don't believe people are powerful, if you don't believe people can do it, if you don't believe people can commit, if you don't believe people are brave, if you don't believe that that people are even coming, like you write, speak, act differently. And that's why there's crickets, or there's people who are like, I'm going to, but then they ghost you. You write sales copy and you post differently when you really trust that also people are going to read it. Like I speak to you knowing that you're listening. And I had to learn that at the beginning of my business when no one was showing up. I'm still speaking to someone. There's people coming. They're going to watch this replay later on. The thing is, guys, is like, we cannot build anything also from a place of lack. So when you don't believe in yourself, then you don't believe that people can do it, which means then no one's going to invest and do it either, which means you're constantly in lack energy. You can't build anything from lack. You can't believe in people and lack. And this is where we're going to go into the next part 2 of this conversation. Okay. So I want to talk about how do you create more from where you are right now without actually having to do more. So part 1 was we got to build our confidence, our self-esteem, so that we're a match for powerful people, so that we believe in people and they believe that we believe in them and they come, right? So we're going to honor our word. We're going to celebrate. We're going to build our confidence. We're going to start getting results. We're going to start growing, evolving. And then part 2 of this masterclass of today is we got to start to learn how to tap into and build from what we already have. And then tomorrow we build the stage. Okay. So let's dive into part 2. build from what you have. I want to teach you how to amplify your manifestations to bring in more. Even if right now you feel like you need money or something, or you need something, the first thing I want you to understand is that in the universe, we do not build anything from lack. Lack frequency, lack, like needing something attracts the needing of it. Lack attracts lack. We have to first understand that. And the things that if you think about this, the things that you want, they only show up when you don't need it. Have you realized that? Have you ever noticed when you're single, there's like no one's messaging, nothing. But then the moment that you get into a relationship, now everybody's interested in you. Now you have a partner. There's somehow suitors everywhere. Everybody sees you. People, exes are calling you. Have you ever noticed when you don't need money, money keeps overflowing? Have you noticed when you don't need people's validation, the validation's nonstop? This is the thing that happens in the universe, is when we don't need the thing shows up. When you don't need it, it shows up. Because needing, I need means I'm on the frequency of lack. Lack attracts lack. So how the heck do you manifest what you want when you need things? Let's talk about money. How do you manifest more money, buyers, clients, if you're in a state of like, I need them. The only way you manifest more is understanding that more comes from playing with what you already have. So let's talk about, so I want to have a real life changing conversation. And we're talking about manifesting here, okay? Okay, and I hope that this lands for you because this is so important. And there's something that has happened in the mainstream self-development world, the coaching world, the manifestation world, where there's the most important manifestation code has become something that people don't understand how to tap into anymore because it's so mainstream and so overused. So be honest with me right now, for those of you that are live. Anita is totally, hello, Linda, hello, Jennifer. So be honest with me. How much do you value what you have right now in your life? Like what you have right now? How much do you actually value what you have? If we think about manifestation teachers, the experts, the coaches, they always say this, same with the great masters of all time. They always say, in order to call in more, what do you must be? You must be grateful. You must be grateful for what you have now. If you've ever taken a money program or a manifestation program or writing books or you've been in self-development, what do people talk about the most? You gotta be grateful. In order to call in more, you must be grateful. And of course that makes sense, right? Because seriously, how are you going to be an energetic match to attract more if you're not even grateful for what you have? Because if you're not grateful for what you have, then you're constantly in lack. So how does that work, right? Gratitude is a frequency of abundance because when you're grateful, you feel abundant. Wow, I'm so grateful. I have so much stuff. I'm abundant. Abundance attracts abundance, right? Gratitude. So freaking much. I do not used to appreciate what I have like this. So I'm going to have like a frequency conversation with you right now, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, this is what happens in the world. When things become mainstream, we're like, oh yeah, I heard that. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Yeah. Like this is what's happening right now. The word gratitude is actually really overused. The word gratitude is just something that like, oh yeah, everybody knows, right? Everyone's like, yeah. I'm grateful. Alina, I know that frequency. I'm grateful. Okay, give me the goods. No, like, I think people are really lost on what the frequency, because remember, everything in the world is energy, okay? You just saying I'm grateful is not you being grateful and in the state of abundance, okay? You writing your 111 list is also not you being grateful. The reason people are having a hard time manifesting more is because gratitude, the word has become so overused in self-development, it's become so mainstream that people are just like, yeah. And it's lost on what the actual frequency is. I want to talk about frequency with you guys. People actually think that if I write out my gratitude list every day and I say I'm grateful, I'm tapping into the energetics of gratitude and abundance, and it's not. If you think that writing 111 gratitude lists and you're just writing it, but you're not feeling it, you're not feeling the value, the feeling, the frequency, you're wasting your time. And here's the other thing. If people have to remind you to be grateful about something, you're not even grateful for it in the first place. And that's a problem, because when we stop being grateful for things is why when people are like, I hate my job, and they lose the job. I lost the job. Yes, because you dreaded going to it every single day. You've lost the gratitude for it. You stop being grateful for your husband or your wife. Yeah, that's why it's not working so much anymore. So true. What the frequency, only connect to it naturally, not intentionally. Yeah. And authentic is overused. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Yeah. And I've been through some crazy life change that caused me to lose everything. I thought it was important. It taught me how to truly have gratitude. Yes. But we're not understanding what the frequency is. We're really not. Okay. So people say, I'm grateful for my husband. Okay. But like, when was the last time that you actually truly valued the partner that sleeps beside you? When was the last time you kissed them deeply and felt the value? Oh my God, I love you and I'm so grateful for you. I say this every single day to Adam, ever since we met. I'm so grateful. I freaking love you so much. And we do it together now all the time. We have the most amazing relationship. The most relationship because that we feel value with each other. Like, but people are like, I'm just grateful, but they don't even acknowledge their person when they come home. They don't kiss them. They don't say hi. Like, how much do you guys truly value the money that's in your bank account? Even though right now you might be telling me right now, like, things are expensive, like I'm in fear, I'm in lack, I need it. But do you value what you currently have? Because to build more, we need to be grateful for what's there right now. Do you truly value the money right now that's paying for your mortgage, that's paying for the food on your, because this is what people do now. Money coming in to buy the essential bare minimum things, and people are not grateful. Not grateful for money, just comes and leaves me all the time. And they're wondering why it's not coming back and building. It's not being valued. And money is like a relationship. You really got to value it for it to keep growing. Do you value the money that you have right now? When you go grocery shopping and you buy your food, do you feel, or do you feel like, thank you, money. Thank you for paying for these groceries. I'm so grateful. There's more where that came from. Are you that type of person? Because I value my money so much that every single time I buy anything, I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, money, for buying the things that I have. Thank you. Thank you. Because the problem is what happens, guys, is because we want more or we're in need, we forget to be grateful for what we have, and then we can't build from what we have. Every time I pay for a phone bill, I'm like, thank you. I'm so grateful for the money that gives me the internet access to talk to all the people that I'm talking to right now. Thank you, money. Thank you. I love you. I love when you come, and I love when you buy me stuff, and I love when you come back. It's a beautiful relationship. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I feel it. I'm thankful for it. If you're an entrepreneur, do you remember when you first started your business, how excited and grateful you were for that first sale? Because you're like, whoa, my business is legit. I made money. You remember how grateful you were? And now it's like years later, you want 20 clients, but it's still like 2, and now you're not grateful for them. And then all of a sudden now you have none because you don't value what you have and you can't build from more. You were so grateful for that first sale. And now it's not enough because you want more, because that's what humans do, is they want more. But the truth is, in order to attract more, we still have to constantly have a foot planted in gratitude, in the frequency of like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for what I have and I'm so excited for more. Thank you for what I have and I'm so excited for more. Because most people are like, now I want 100 clients and I only have 5, so I don't celebrate. It's like the predictable isn't even exciting anymore. We take things for granted so much. We do. We forget the true energetics of gratitude because we're so busy constantly sitting in the lack of like, but I want more. This is not good enough. Why is more going to come when what you have now you don't value? You think more clients are going to come when you don't even value the ones that you have? No, it doesn't work that way. Yes, me too. Tapping that feeling every day, even if cry from the beauty of it. Hello, Kristen. Katie says, in my girls' confidence club, I teach the energy of gratitude by asking them if they like puppies and then showing them a picture of a puppy. Then, and hold their hands to their chest. And I tell them that's the difference between saying you're thankful for something and actually having the energy. Okay, thank you, Katie, for saying this. The frequency of like gratitude is that feeling that like, if you're a parent, have you ever lost your kid in a store and then you found them, you're like, oh my God, that's the feeling of gratitude. That's how it has to feel for everything, for your money, for your clients, for social media. If you want it to grow and attract more, and then we're going to talk about just being in the frequency of abundance that attracts miracles. You got to be in the frequency of abundance. And that comes from like, I have to be so grateful for what I have now. And I have to feel that frequency. It's that feeling that you feel like, let's say you were sick and you had a terminal illness and all of a sudden it's like it's gone. And you found out you're living today. You found out you have the rest of your life. Could you tap into what that would feel like? Oh my God, that feels so good. That's that feeling when you thought you lost something and you found, oh my God, I value this thing so much. This is what we need to tap into. This is the frequency, like actual valuing what we have. How do you feel grateful? How do you value the 2 clients? Right? Because this is what people start to do more that doesn't work, like in calling in more. It's like, I have 2 one-on-one clients, but if I had 15, then I would feel abundant. Then I would feel confident. And the manifestation is the understanding that you need to be abundant now to attract more. But if 2 is not enough because you don't have 15 and you're waiting for 15 to feel abundant, rich, confident, blah, 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 that doesn't work. That's why manifestations experts say you got to be grateful for the what you have. And you're like, yeah, but do you really? Because if you think that you're going to be more happier when you have more, then you're not understanding what you have right now. You got to value the 2 clients you have now so much, right? If you're really grateful for the clients you had right now, there's an energetic move there. And it's similar to the energetic move that you'd make in your mind if you imagined how you would be if you had 15. I'd be more confident. I'd feel excited. I'd be grateful. I'd post more. I'd show up more. I'd look at my bank accounts more. I would ask for testimony. I'd be celebrating more. I'd be happier. You need to be all of that now in order to call in more of that. We take for granted what we have because we keep imagining that when we have something else, then we'll be more happier. But the thing is, the second you get something, you're going to want more anything. We're constantly having to be in gratitude for what is and then desiring more. Manifesting more is the understanding that you are abundant now. You need to be abundant now. You need to be grateful now. The frequency, then you amplify it, then you compound it. We get gratitude in concept, but if you, again, like if you have to be reminded to be grateful for something, then you don't value it. And then it's going to disappear. Trust me. It's the same analogy of like people being like trying to build their business and they hate their job, but their job's paying for them to build their side hustle. But every day they're complaining about their job. I hate the job. I hate this job. Instead of being grateful that it's giving you the resources to pay for you, working on your side hustle. But then you're like, I hate it. Every day you're hating to go to job. And then you're wondering why you lost the job. You stop valuing the job and you lost it. That's what happens. When we take things for granted, we lose things. And then when we start losing things, then we're in a lot of fear and lack. And guess what? You always attract the things you fear the most and the things that you lack. But if you want to tap into abundance, it starts with, I got to build and play from what I have right now. And then when I'm excited and I'm so grateful for what I have right now, then I plant energetic seeds into the universe. You got to build from what you have. The frequency of gratitude as much as possible. Like this isn't, it can't even be a list. It has to be something that is just like who you are, to do it. I'm so grateful for my husband. I'm so grateful for my clients. I'm so grateful for social media. I'm so grateful for everybody who's sharing. I'm so grateful. It's the feeling again, like if you lost something and you found it, you found out you were living and you were supposed to die. It's the feeling of like you got lost somewhere for 2 days without food, and then you landed in this most beautiful cabin with a home cooked meal. That feeling, that's the stuff we have to tap into every day. And when you tap into that actual frequency, because manifestation's frequency, it's not I say something and it's going to come to me. It's not I'm going to write something down, it's going to come to me. It's like I say it, I feel it, I'm in the frequency. And there's nothing wrong with writing gratitude lists, but are you feeling it? Do you feel the frequency? Because otherwise you're wasting. It's the energetics. I'm all about energetics, and people, this is like so simple, but so life changing. And people will still be like, gratitude. I just learned about gratitude. No, you're learning about frequency of gratitude. I'm so grateful for the money I have. Oh my God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God, every single day. I'm so thank you for the children I have, my health, my body. I'm so grateful. And when you're like this, just for what you have, you're already on the frequency of abundance. So the universe is going to keep sending you more of what you have. But this is what I love to do. This is how I manifest. And I have a different kind of tools for this. But once you're grateful for something you have, and again, you got to be in the frequency, the energetics of this is so important. So that feeling of like you're lost for 2 days and someone found you, you're so grateful. Oh my God, I'm not going to die in the forest. You're so grateful. You say your gratitude for the things, and then you close your eyes and you call in something else that you want. When you're already in the frequency, because remember how your mind Remember how we heard in self-development, like your mind, subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's not. When you're already in the energy of it, you tap into something else. Like, I'm so grateful I had $1 million year. I'm so grateful I found the love of my life. I'm so, like, then you plant a little energetic seed because you're on the frequency. Abundance attracts abundance. If you want more wealth, you gotta play with what you have. And here's the other thing. This is where, if you're watching this and you have the phone and the internet and you are resourceful, you have access to a credit card. Do you understand how much more abundant you are than most people on the planet are? Like, even when I was in debt, I was like, I am so grateful for the bank that gave me this little loan so I could invest in myself to grow my dreams. I'm so grateful that I have the internet and a free platform to connect with people so I can sell the things that I want to sell. Like, you need to be so grateful if you have access to the internet, the phone, and you have access to even credit, someone believing in you. You're so freaking privileged. It's not even funny. Because I hear people all the time saying, this is people not being in their power. People saying like, oh, I want to make more money. I don't have enough, da, 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 da. And it's like, but you have access to credit. You have access to a bank that believes in you. You have access to so many resources. Being grateful for your resources makes you an abundant person that calls in more. I have access to resources that give me credit so I can invest in myself and transform my life and build. Like, you got to be so freaking grateful for all this stuff. We are so abundant. If you have this, like, you are so abundant. Okay. So, like, this is what you do every single day. This is not something you got to be thinking about. This is like, I am going to live in the frequency of abundance and gratitude. I'm so grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm so freaking grateful for the money that I have right now that buys my growth. I'm so grateful for my husband. I'm so grateful. You get yourself in a vortex of gratitude and you close your eyes and you think of like a desire that's greater, like that you can, like, this is how we tap into like miracles. Literally, you just place an energetic seed out there, like say something like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that I landed on the cover of Forbes. I'm so grateful that I landed an interview with Oprah. Like, you just put it out there and you leave it and you don't play with it because you're on the gratitude frequency. You are on the frequency of abundance somewhere in the quantum realm. That's going to manifest into something. When? I don't know. But even if you're just grateful for what you have now, you keep calling in more of that. You grateful for the team you have right now? The one client, this is what calls in more. Ah, I just got there now. Thanks. I'm so happy. That's a beautiful way to expand it. Tap into something else. You will retrain the brain. Yes, because your brain, remember, doesn't know what's real, what's not. But if you're feeling it, that's all that matters is the frequency. The frequency is the most important thing. You're excited, you're grateful, close your eyes, plop an energetic seed into the universe. And the same thing, this is what I do when I write my posts or I go live or I'm making a sale or something like that. I build from where I am. I get into a vortex of gratitude. I'm like, I'm so happy. I'm alive. Like, literally, I'm so grateful. Like, I have the internet. I'm so grateful. And then I write from a place of like, oh my gosh, someone could land on this right now and buy my highest offer. Right now, 10 people could join my highest offer. Right now, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. And you say, I'm so grateful because, again, your mind doesn't know what's real, it's not. You're just like, I'm so freaking grateful that I just had a 6-figure month. Oh my gosh, a 6-figure day. Oh my gosh. And you just plant it out there and you leave it and don't touch it and don't ask how, you just leave it. Abundance attracts abundance. This is how we create more. Now, I'm going to have this little conversation with you guys about manifesting right now because this is really powerful and important to understand that, like, you are not here to like discover life, okay? You had this contract with God, universe, source, that you said, I want to have this God-like creation abilities like you do, God, like you said in the Bible and everywhere else, that I can do what you can do. I made in the image. And literally science proves we are the same. We breaking down, all of us, we're all these atoms, just energy floating around the universe. We're actually made of the same stuff. And so you said, okay, I want to come to this human experience and I want to create. We came here to create. We did not come here to discover ourselves. We literally came to create the reality, to have a godlike experience. This is why when people get mad at the universe, God, why isn't God coming in and helping us? It's like you're choosing this. And yes, people are collateral damage because collectively we manifest. That's why there's war and stuff like that. This is why I don't watch the news and stop being brainwashed. If you're going to brainwash yourself to manifesting the best life, brainwash yourself surrounded by people who empower you, who move you, who show you there's something great that's possible. But we came here to create. You are a creator. We are all equal, okay? Life's not a discovery. You came here to create. And every minute you are consciously and unconsciously creating. This is why the most important way to start rewiring your thoughts is actually just start thinking about the thoughts that you're having. You want the best way to start thinking about the thoughts you're having right before you go to bed, which is usually you worrying about things, which is the worst thing we do. Start training yourself to start being conscious. What am I thinking about? Because what you're thinking about, you are putting out there. So our creation process that God, universe, masters have all told us, it starts with the first process is the frequency of thought, but it's not a strong one. But then it's emotions, then it's word, right? Then it's actions. So all creation starts with thought. That's the first level of frequency. Then it extends from us into word, emotions, ask and you shall receive, right? And then it's fulfilled with aligned action. What you think, feel, speak, do becomes manifesting your reality. Every greatest manifesting teacher, even like the Bible, like Jesus was telling us the same thing. I can do what you can do. But the most important thing about the process of creation, you have to have belief, you have to have knowing, you have to have certainty. Again, it's not what you do, it's about what you're being, who you're thinking, how you're believing. If you take aligned action and it's not from a place of, I know this is going to work, I trust in people's power, I know the people are coming. If you don't believe and know and have certainty, then nothing happens. It's by your faith shall you be healed. It's by your faith shall you transform your life. This feeling of knowing is an intense feeling of gratitude, a thankfulness in advance. This is why we start with what we have, so we get into the vortex and the energy and the frequency of gratitude. And then we do a thankfulness in advance. And what does that mean is once you're grateful for what you have and you're tapping into that vortex and value, then you plant an energetic seed into the universe. Then you take aligned action, trusting, oh my gosh, this post right now could give me a 6-figure a month. A feeling of knowing, an intense feeling of gratitude is a thankfulness in advance. This is the biggest key to creation, to manifesting what you want, is to be grateful before the actual thing physically manifests in your reality. You need to be grateful. So this is why we build and we get in the vortex, and then we tap into and imagine and say that we're grateful for something that's not here yet, but our mind doesn't know that, but we plant it in into the universe. Do you see how this works? All the manifestation masters, teachers, guides, great mindsets of our time have always said that the key is to know the deed has been done. And they say, celebrate now, be grateful for now, because what you desire is already yours. And it's just a matter of time that it's physically tangible. But once you put it out there, that energy is being created. And if you listen to anyone that's in science or physicists, they will tell you the exact same thing. The deed has been done. So that's why we use gratitude as a thankfulness in advance. I'm so grateful and thankful. I'm a multimillionaire. I'm so grateful and thankful. I'm on a magazine cover. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. You say the things from the energy of gratitude and you celebrate it. The deed has been done. Now it's just a matter of it physically coming into your world. I'm so grateful for the clients I have and be able to support. God always works through them for me. So grateful for connection. Maybe I can build off this and connect to that. Yes, yes. Build from what you have. That's a beautiful way to expand on it. Tap into something else. So we'll train the brain. Yes, got it right now. Thank you. Accountability, totally positive, not negative. Be grateful and thankful in advance. That's awesome energy. This is it. This is how I, 4.5 years ago, started this. So actually it was like 6 years ago. I just started saying gratitude for what I had. That's literally, so I was like postpartum depression. Like I was in a bad place. I was not who I was. Right. And so the first thing I landed on was this gratitude stuff, but I actually understood what it meant. I really did. And anytime because I'm Catholic too, in the Bible, when I read of all these scriptures and different, it's the same stuff. It's always like the deed has been done. Ask and you shall receive. But it's like, first we have to tap into the frequency, the knowing, the belief, the certainty, the abundance frequency. It comes from being grateful for what you have and then plopping a little desire into the universe. It's the celebration. It's like, you got to start celebrating. This is why I'll be grateful, and then I'll start jumping out. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for blah, blah, blah. I'm manifesting. I'm putting that out there. I already know it's coming. And then what I've always taught in anytime I've taught anything about manifesting, like, it is so important that you guys track your manifestation. Manifestation is like, it's a muscle. Sometimes, like, we're wanting the big things, but we're not paying attention that actually we're constantly manifesting little synchronicities. This is why right now, from this moment on, start paying attention. Do you see your angel numbers? Is there little things that start happening? And then start manifesting a coffee. Start small. Manifest, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. Someone just brought me a free coffee, when you're in the vortex of gratitude. Then all of a sudden, someone's going to bring you a coffee in like a couple days, and you're like, oh my God, it works. Which creates more belief, more knowing, more faith, more certainty. And then they start dreaming bigger. But manifestation, that muscle will grow when you start tracking it. Track everything. Start with little small things. Everything you manifest, write them down. Oh my God, I manifested it. I love saying, I am such a powerful manifester. Look what I've manifested. I've manifested Adam, these clients, da, 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 da. Like, I just say it out loud. And then I'm like, this works. This works. This works if you do it, though. Stop with the, I'm grateful. No, do you really value the things that you have? Are you grateful? Are you grateful? Kiss your partner tonight. Kiss your kids tonight. Look at your bank account. Oh my God, I'm so happy I have money here to buy food. I'm so grateful. This is how we tap into more. This is how we start to play with more. Tap into gratitude now, plant a little energetic seed, and do it every day. And track and track and track. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm a powerful manifestor. Oh my God. Look. This is how it all started for me. And if you've been in my world, you know, and I still preach this because it still works and I still do it. And there's nothing wrong with the list, but you got to be feeling it. It's all about energy. Everything is energy. Everything you attract is an energetic match to who you are. And again, like, the reason I started with the whole part 1 for is like, let's start building our confidence. Because sometimes, until the manifestations come, even though you're manifesting all the time, the confidence, the ability that you're doing the things you said you're going to do is going to start building that faith in yourself. And again, when you start believing in yourself, you do start believing in other people. And then things start showing up. And then you start tracking them all the time. It's hard to be different until we start being more conscious of this stuff. And so in my program, #badass mode, self-mastery, that's going to be starting in January. This is going to be a whole new round. Like, we're not just going to talk about how to actually have the strategy to take action and tap into the compound effect. It's not just going to be about discipline. We're going to do a whole self-mastery. We're going to start with the thoughts. We're going to untangle the belief systems that you have. We're going to untangle the emotions. I'm going to teach you other energetic frequency things. And they're going to take action. This is going to be a different round. I think we've done 5 now. This is going to be so different and so amazing. But your life literally just changes when you start thinking different. And I know we don't want to believe that. We think that manifesting is complicated. We think transforming our life is complicated. The only reason you think it's complicated is because people that you've listened to have made it complicated, and they're wrong. It is more simpler than you think. But it does start with, all you got to start doing is changing the way you think about things. And you got to start being grateful for what you have. So you start feeling good. What we feel now, what we do now, what we think now is creating our future. And whether you do a program with me or not, the way you change your life is to become more conscious. You got to start taking inventory of the thoughts that you're having. What are you thinking about before you go to bed? Is it the worries? It's the need? It's the stress? This is why this is happening. Master your mind, change your thinking, you will change your life. And to start being confident that you can do things, just start honoring your word, like these simple things, this is it. It's not any more complicated. If someone tells you it's more complicated than that, it's not true. I don't hold back. I want to help you transform your life. Your transformation helps my transformation, helps the collective change, because we live in a world where there's still so much brainwashing in the wrong direction. But we can change the way we think. We just got to change our mind, and we got to start really tapping into gratitude, the abundance. Lack attracts lack. Fear attracts fear. You know why we attract fear the most? This is again brainwashing from all the people, like even in the Bible, like there's someone that had to, like, why are we still telling people the original sin and that women are bad and that sex is bad? We wonder why. This is a big reason why some people are like really worried about having more wealth or having more power or whatever it is, because we have been brainwashed by people to think that we're bad and that money's bad, that sex is bad, that all this is bad. And if you have more, you're bad. And then you shame yourself. And that's why we don't call in more. Also, all these stories, original sin. Like the more you think you're a bad person, or the more that you desire things and you think that's shameful and guilt, like this is why we hold back. This is why we also have bad thoughts. Because it's like, wow, I've been brainwashed to think that I'm a bad person. No, you're not. You're beautiful. You're incredible. You're having a God experience that you chose to have. You came here to create. And God is not bad, and God universe is not interrupting because you said, I want to come down here and manifest. I want to have, like, I want to do it. And God said, okay, so you do it. And yeah, there's collective things that are happening in the world that are really bad, but that's a collective manifestation. Like there's a lot of brainwashing in the movies, in the news. So here's a big way to start shifting your life: to stop watching things you don't want to believe in. Stop listening to people that don't have the life that you want. Like expanders, oh my God, get around people who are having what you want, who are showing you a different path, who are showing you ease. If you continue to believe your past, this is why we keep attracting the same thing over and over again. I heard this yesterday. Suffering is just an argument with a reality. What you are saying today is great confirmation. Yes, I should love that. I remember watching you when you first started posting on IG. The energy was so potent and guiding. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. So this is day one. This is day one. Your homework literally is, I want you to do one thing by December 31st. Do a goddess thing for yourself. Start honoring your word. Start honoring your word. Once you start getting results and confidence, you will believe in people. And if you have a business where you want to attract powerful people who use money, only use it on people that they believe are powerful, that they also feel that you believe in them. And you will never believe, I know I'm repeating this a million times, but I want this to land, but you will never believe in someone's power, and you won't believe in people, and they won't feel that from you until you believe in yourself. We don't believe in people until we believe in ourselves, until we can do it. If you have issues with discipline, with being consistent, with having staying power, with being a badass, this, like, the best thing you can do is self-mastery badass mode. It's 777 right now, but you have a chance to win a tuition, right, of 1,500. I'm getting like a leg spasm. I just like pushed my ring light. This is what happens. Sometimes I work out and I come on a live and I'm like sitting here and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting a leg spasm. Okay, we're good now. Whew. But the next best thing that you guys are going to see is like the Business Builder Collective. It's 1,555. You get my sales program, social media program. These are all live. You get badass mode. You get the money program and some bonuses. This is painful. Or you get 60% off all my programs if you want to do life with me for a full year. Inner Circle. My Inner Circle membership right now is $277 a month, and you get all my live programs for a full year. You get lifetime access to a whole bunch of courses I've created, and you get to do life with me for a full year. And why is this important? Ever since I started my journey, there is not a month that I'm not in the energy of learning from someone that's growing, shifting, evolving, that's moving. When you are in the energy of people moving, growing, and evolving, shifting, teaching you different ways to think, and they're constantly growing, you believe it for yourself. It keeps you plugged in. During the holidays, when you start unplugging and you're hanging around with certain family members, people in lack, you will see you're going to start believing less. You'll start believing that like things are not possible, and you'll start seeing lack in your life. But when you are surrounded by expanders and people who move you, and your life is never going to change in your thinking alone. This is why, like, you can reprogram your mind all day long, but if you're not taking action, nothing's going to change. And if you're $3,333 paying for, or you can do $277 a month. You get to be with me for a full year. We're going to start January. We're going to start with discipline. Then we're going to talk about social media, sales, money, and then we're going to get into feminine work. Like, it's going to be epic. I don't hold back. I want you to be transformed. Your transformation changes the world. The more of us that are popping, that are getting this and showing people, no, manifestation is not complicated. No, life is not struggle. No, life is not a discovery. It's a creation. And we're the creator. We have the same godlike capabilities of everybody else before. Like, look at Buddha, Dalai Lama, Masters, Jesus. They're all like, I can do what you can do what I can do. That's all they were trying to remind us of. And this is why God and universe, I'm very spiritual, I believe they put guides into the world, because a lot of us forget. A lot of us are so brainwashed that we forget what this is all about. And all we believe is in lack and fear and all this darkness. And so God, universe puts, I feel like I totally know I'm a guide. Like, this is what I'm meant to do. I was an old soul since I was little. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to help people evolve. Like, I'm here for the awakening. I'm here for that. And I feel like I'm one of those people here to help people guide, like, to remember their power. That's why there are guides. This is why the coaching industry is so powerful. We're reminding you guys, no, don't listen to the brainwashing. It's not complicated. You are here to create. You have the same powers as I do, but you got to start changing things. You first got to start getting conscious of what you're thinking. You got to start tapping into gratitude, and you got to start taking action. You can change your life. You are not stuck with the card that you're dealt with. Never, ever, ever, ever. You're not. Imagine what could happen doing a whole year of live programs. I'm going to blow your mind and make you think different, work, like, move differently. Also, always felt it too, been told. Yes, you are. Paradigm shifts happening containers. Absolutely. That's why people are like, if you're in the, like, the self-development coaching world, you know, people are popping like popcorn. Like, people are doing wild, unbelievable things. And they're doing them because we're in this energy. We're watching each other doing, we're getting expanded. We're surrounded by people who are moving. And we're less away from the news and all the other brainwashing, right? So work on your mind, work on your energy, work on your discipline. Imagine what could happen if you just start actually honoring your word and start changing your thoughts about things. But unrealistic growth and transformation, it's going to start happening when you start making unpredictable moves in your life too. Like, I will tell you something, my programs are not about fixing you. Nothing is wrong with you. We've just all been brainwashed to think incorrect things. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm not going to fix you. I'm going to change the way you think. Once you start thinking differently, you start feeling different, you start acting differently, you start seeing things differently, you start attracting things differently. When you change the way you think and you view the world, you will change your whole entire identity. Re-listen to this. Re-listen to this. You go first. Discipline yourself for the sake of self-love. I don't want to see what I'm capable of. I don't want to make that little old lady at the end of my life feel like I'm full of regret. Build confidence. Build your confidence and trust in yourself, and you will trust and believe in people, and they will feel that from you, and they will say, I want to walk with you. I want to do what you're doing. I want to move with you. Celebrate every single time you accomplish something. Anchor it in. That's another way we rewire our brain. Oh my God, I'm changing. I'm changing. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. Believe in possibilities. The more you start doing and becoming confident, whoa, I went to the gym 5 days this week. I celebrate myself. What else is possible? Oh my gosh, what else can I do? This is what starts happening. What if? And if you share this masterclass, one of you will win 1,555. You can do the whole collective. You can do 5 programs with me live. And 2 people will learn 888. They can use that, do any program, or you can use it towards a bundle or the inner circle if you want to do with me, a membership with me, the whole year. Build your trust in yourself. You'll be a match for powerful people, okay? Who commit, who move, okay? Work on building your power. And tomorrow we're going to build the stage, okay? We're going to build the stage, which is, well, where do the buyers find us? Where does the money come from? It comes from social media. So tomorrow will be directed towards entrepreneurs so that you guys really understand how to make your social media magnetic. Again, we in my world, we do not chase. We lead ourselves, we be our greatest version, and we attract powerful people. And every day is like magic. Whoa, someone just bought. Whoa, ping. Whoa, this just happened. I believe, magic, miracles. I believe people are everywhere. And the more you believe that, the more that faith is there, that knowing, that certainty, you're going to start seeing things going to change. We got to believe in our power. We really, really got to do. Okay. Did I really got to do? I can't even talk. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you, everybody who was able to make it live. We will have replays up. I will be sending them out in email. Tomorrow, I will be live in the Facebook group, High Performance Coaching Community. If you're not there yet, this is for entrepreneurs. No matter what level you're at, I want to teach you the energetics of having a magnetic social media, where we attract the people who are like, send me the link out of nowhere. I'm in. Okay, I'm going to teach you actual strategy, because my goal is, before, if you're interested in doing things with me in January, let's build momentum now. Let's start working on stuff now. Hey, we have the whole holidays. It's important to be goddess time, but also I really believe one of the most important things is, like, if we learn something every day, we do one thing every day. Oh my God, what a valuable day. What a valuable person that I am. The more valuable you are, the more you're a match for wealth. And that's a huge understanding too. I did a masterclass on this, on conventional success codes. I highly recommend watching that on day 3. The people that are going to be the most wealthiest in the world are people who are constantly growing, evolving, learning new skills, how to use social media. This is where the world is going. We all get to live an amazing life where we get to live from home and work a few hours a day and make the impact that we want and still have time for our passions. This is the kind of world that I'm interested in. Imagine everybody's doing what they want to do and they're happy and they're in their purpose and they're being compensated for and they're actually living their life and being there for their kids. No hustle, no sacrifice. Like, then we live in a real cool world. Imagine what we then collectively start manifesting. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows, right? Could be magic. But listen, the cards that you have been dealt in life have nothing to do with who you get to be and who you get to become. Only if you believe that. But if you change your mind, you're gonna start changing things in your life. And you got to be brave. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you guys. All right. So I love you. I will see you guys for day 2 tomorrow. Make sure you are in the group. We will send out replays later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know you guys are busy right now. Thank you for your time. I honor you. Thank you, everybody who showed up. You are amazing. And if you feel like someone needs to listen to this, please tag them. Please share this. I love you. I'm so excited for day 2. I have so much magic in store for you guys. And I might actually have something else too later on. I have like buzzing with ideas right now. I could just talk all day long, but I'm going to stop now and give myself a break. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day and I will see you guys soon. Thank you guys. Bye.